Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Demanding change, a Metro Detroit family calls for safety changes after their loved one was hit and killed while crossing Ford Road. Well, friends and family came together tonight to honor the life of Ernest Lee Jr. Thanks for joining us. I'm Damon Fernandez in for Devin Skillian.
And I'm Pamela Osborne in for Kimberly Gill. They say he was hit and killed while he was trying to cross Ford Road at Haggerty on Wednesday. As Sean Lay shows us, they hope this tragedy leads to some safety changes there.
So much emotion out here. Let me show you what's happening. Friends and family gathered here, lots of them, here remembering their loved one, Ernest Lee Jr. Ernest is only 33 years old. He's got a one-year-old baby right over there. Her first Christmas. This family's hurting. Candles here for Ernest Lee. And across over that way, that's Ford Road at Haggerty. We all know how busy that is. The family is hoping for safety changes for the area, and we're learning safety changes are on the way.
Well, my baby, I want him back. We lost him in a tragic accident. He was crossing the street, and it was dark. And a car hit him. 2 cars hit him.
You can see, hear, and feel how Ernest Lee's family adored him, how his friends loved him.
We love him. Like, he loved everybody. He's family oriented. And every time he talks to you, he'll tell you, before he end the conversation, I love you, sis. I love you, auntie. I love you, cuz. This is his daughter, his only baby. She loved him.
A one-year-old baby girl about to celebrate her first Christmas. Wednesday, 5 a.m., Ernest lived nearby. He tried to cross Ford Road at Haggerty to get snacks. He was not in the crosswalk. He was hit by one car and then another. His family says Ford Road is dark. They say the crosswalks are dark. Others who travel Ford Road every day point to traffic volume, speed, and darkness. Ernest's family doing the work now to try to get more lighting out here. Melisha Maps.
My sister called me early that morning.
Is Ernest Lee's sister.
That hopefully we can get them to get some lighting to save more lives, whether it's stopping car accidents or pedestrians being saved walking across the street.
Melisha has already reached out to Canton Township. The supervisor also heartbroken by what happened. Ford Road is under MDOT control. MDOT has plans to start a major project to turn Ford Road into a boulevard with a number of safety changes, all because of the high number of accidents here. The township is urging everyone to use the crosswalks. Family hoping where Ernest Lee was killed can be brighter in his name. The family also has a GoFundMe to help with burial costs for Ernest Lee Jr. We'll link that to our website, clickondetroit.com. In Canton, Sean Lay, Local 4.
A murder victim found in 1985 has finally been identified.
Police say 25-year-old Cheryl Coats' body was found in a shallow grave in Superior Township. That's where Jacqueline Francis is picking up the story tonight.
No longer a Jane Doe, we're starting to learn more about the victim, Cheryl Coats, like how her cousin still lives here in Washtenaw County and that her mother died in the 9/11 terrorist attacks. 38 years later, police have put a name and face to the investigation.
In January of 1985, we got a tip that there was a dead body in Superior Township. So deputies went out there and they found a woman that we believe had been murdered. So it's a homicide case, but there was no way to identify her.
The Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office has now identified her as Cheryl Coats. She was 25 years old when she died, found in a shallow grave off Stamford Road near the Woolman Oval Apartments, which were abandoned at the time. They tried over the years to identify her. In 2014, putting out this reconstructed image of the victim. Tips came in, but nothing concrete. Recently, using DNA technology, they found the name of her biological mother, but then came the unexpected.
And as we went to reach out to Mom, what we realized that she worked at the Pentagon, and on September 11th, she was at work and she lost her life. And so one of the last known contacts that we had was no longer with us.
From there, they found the victim's cousin.
As soon as we mentioned that we were there and what we were about, she said, "You're talking about my cousin Cheryl." And so then the pieces started to come together.
The cousin knew Cheryl had gone missing, but not much beyond that, which is why police are asking for the public's help. Cheryl Coats would be in her early 60s now. She was known to frequent the Southfield and Detroit area back around the time that she died. Anyone with information about Cheryl is asked to call the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office. Reporting from the Sheriff's Office, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
It's an about-face right now from the Board of Trustees at Michigan State University.
They've decided unanimously to release thousands of documents related to the sex abuse scandal involving Larry Nassar. The Michigan Attorney General's office has been asking for these documents since 2018. At one point, a judge deemed these documents as attorney-client privileged information, and the university did not have to release them. But the Attorney General put in a new request in April. Right now, it's not clear when the documents will be given to the Attorney General. An outside firm will first make redactions for privacy concerns. The board chair says it's not clear if the public will ever see them, and that wouldn't happen until all the documents are reviewed by the AG.
MSU's Board of Trustees has also settled lawsuits with the families of 3 students killed during the campus shooting this year. Relatives of Alex Verner will receive $5 million. Now, you may remember the 20-year-old was from Clawson. That community rallied around her family after her murder in February. Right now, the families of Brian Frazier and Ariel Anderson have not spoken about their settlements. 5 students were also critically injured that night. The gunman, he killed himself.
Hearts are breaking in Israel after a deadly mistake during an intense battle in Gaza. 3 Israeli hostages are now dead. The country's military confirms soldiers came upon the hostages and accidentally identified them as threats. All 3 were shot and killed. They'd been taken captive by militants on October 7th. It's not clear if they were released or somehow escaped. The war minister says his heart is broken and an investigation has been launched. Since the start of the war, it's believed 8 hostages have been killed.
Well, holiday travel is heating up right now as long lines begin to fill the nation's airports. Get this, AAA projects 115.2 million travelers will head 50 miles or more from home over the 10-day year-end holiday travel period. Airlines are using various measures, such as new screening machines, to manage the influx of travelers. This year's total number of domestic travelers is a 2.2% increase over last year. Now, local law enforcement agencies are spreading cheer just in time for the holiday.
Inkster Police Department held its annual Heroes and Helpers event. Inkster and Dearborn Heights officers went down the aisles tonight with about 70 kids selecting toys for Christmas. They say the event is an opportunity to get close to the community.
It's really all about the season. It's all about all of us being together, and it's all about the community. It's really all about them. We are servants of the people. We work for the community, and sometimes they forget it and sometimes we forget it. So this is one of those events where we get back and get an opportunity to give back and talk with each other and remind ourselves what our roles are in the community and remind them that we're here for them, even in the good times.
Tonight's event took place at the Target on Ford Road in Dearborn Heights. Time now for a check of the weather as we head into the weekend.
Yeah, check this out. You're taking a live look right now at campus marshes in Detroit. Looks like they're smoothing the eyesight right now. Ron's in for Kim tonight with a look at what we can expect. Hey there, Ron.
You know, you got to do that smoothing with all the ice skaters and the mild temperatures out there. I'm sure there's a little bit of melting now. We're looking at downtown from a different vantage point. The temperature in Detroit, 42 degrees, 10 degrees above freezing. We're at 39 in Howell, Pontiac 37, and Monroe. We're coming in at 35. Now, some of us slightly cooler out there across the area, especially as you get into the Ann Arbor area. We're down into the lower 30s. Right now, clouds and radar showing the clouds across southeast Michigan. You get up into northern Michigan, particularly north of Saginaw Bay, and that's where you encounter some of those rain showers. Now, this is a system that we are watching to impact our weather for the weekend, giving the plains some rain and also some snow. That system coming in our direction. So here's the weekend forecast. Still milder than normal, but we are cooler than today, 48 tomorrow. Rain coming in at night and some rain also for Sunday. Temperatures still in the mid 40s. These are the headlines that will be coming up. Rain showers this weekend, as I mentioned, and then cool enough for snow showers for Monday. We'll also have cooler but normal temperatures for the rest of the week. In the meantime, make sure you've downloaded the 4Warn Weather app and you can access the Exact Track 40 radar. We'll have more coming up.